My name is Ana Montes, and guess what we're going to be doing today? Can you tell? We're going to be dancing and learning about flamenco. Flamenco, spelled F, we'll say that word, flamenco. It's spelled F-L-A-M-E-N-C-O, so that you know how to say it correctly. So flamenco is from España, Spain. We're going to look at a map in a second. And it's from the southern part of Spain, which is Andalusia. So say that word, Andalusia. So when you look at a map, but we'll look at one in a second, you're going to see where flamenco as an art form, so flamenco is not a folk dance, it's an art form because it's not the easiest. It's not as easy as you would think to do. But there's a singer called the cantador or cantadora. There's the dancers called bailadoras or bailadores, and a guitar player who's the guitarrista. So those are the three elements of flamenco. There's a lot of percussion in flamenco. We clap a lot, or like this. That was one pattern, or this. Or, we'll learn all of this. Lots of percussion. And then we yell a lot. So it's a pretty noisy art form, but really fun. So yelling, enthusiastically yelling, is called jaleo. And one of the main things we say is, ole! So everyone say that, ole! And you can put your hand up, ole! And guess where the word ole came from? From the Arabs and the Moors who were in Andalusia for 800 years. So it's from the word Allah, which means God. So it's like going, oh my God, that's so great! Ole! So another thing we yell is, toma! Toma, T-O-M-A, which means take it. Take it away. So another thing we say is, if it's a girl, we say chiquilla. Say that, chiquilla. Or if it's a boy, chiquillo. Flamenco, boys and girls. A lot of men dancing flamenco. So we're going to be looking at a map and seeing Spain, some pictures of me. This is my studio, Flamenco Dance Arte. It's on Aurora, right across from the Burgermaster. And you can see I have up a bunch of mantones, which are shawls, the beautiful shawls, handmade by grandmas in Sevilla out of silk. And that's a picture of me. And then you can see over there in my dance studio, it's also a fencing studio. So fencing, think men doing this with swords. So there's actually a little kid class if you want to try that, parents. But for today, we're doing flamenco. Ole, tome ya! Flamenco, that mysterious, powerful, beautiful, and graceful art form from Spain, from Andalusia. So if you look on a map of Europe, there's Spain, and there's Portugal on the left. Andalusia, say that, Andalusia. That's the southern part of Spain. See how there's Morocco? So Morocco is right there. And here's Andalusia, this part right here. So you have Sevilla, Cadiz, Cordoba is about there. Granada, where the Alhambra is right about there. There's Malaga, and a bunch of little pueblos like Lebrija, Utrera, Moron, where flamenco was created and came from. Flamenco as an art form is about 300 years old. And the main influences and civilizations, even though there are some really old ones like the Greeks, the Phoenicians were the way back before the Greeks, and then you had the Greeks and you had the Romans and you had the Arabs and the Moors who were in southern Spain and Andalusia for about 800 years. Really rich culture of music and poetry and instruments and rhythm probably coming from the Moors in Africa, Northern Africa, and Morocco, what's now Morocco. So the main influence also, one of the main ones that made flamenco able to be as old as it is, were the gypsies, los gitanos. So you say that word, los gitanos, the gypsies. They came from India, what's now India and northern India and Pakistan, probably Rajasthan area of northern India. So they left at some point, and they think about 1,000 years ago, they started arriving. See how they split? They went through Persia, and they split, and some are now in Europe, Hungary, France, everywhere, actually. And see the ones who split down there? So they went through the Middle East, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, and up into Andalusia. So gitanos in Spanish means Egyptians. So see how they pass through Egypt? And since they have darker skin, some gypsies do, some don't. They said they were pilgrims from Egypt. They also said that they were related to the pharaohs. So they were treated pretty good at first, but then they were kind of what's called marginalized. They led a pretty hard life. So anyway, that's some of the origins of flamenco. So now, here are some pictures. So see this little tree? That is all the different flamenco forms that are danced and sung and played on the guitar. There's like 60 of them. Some are really sad and some are really happy. Most are sad, about how hard life is and everything, about also love. And a lot of the rhythms are 4 beats, but a lot of the rhythms are 12 beats to a measure. That's definitely from the gypsies, because Indian music has measures that have many more beats than we do in our Western music. So most flamenco is in 12 beat measures. Pretty interesting. So here's some pictures of me. So that one's of me. This is Faruquito, who's the most famous male dancer in flamenco. That's me. That's me dancing in San Francisco. And here's a studio called Amor de Dios in Madrid. That's where I studied a lot. Here's another famous dancer called Faru, and he's Faruquito's brother. And here I'm dancing at Benaroya Hall with an orchestra doing flamenco and have a monton. And so at the Feria, which is a spring fair in Sevilla, there we are taking a horse-drawn carriage, all the beautiful dresses, dancing outside. There's some little kids. See how the boys and girls all get dressed up? And everyone gets dressed up, and it's pretty amazing. So I'll show you my favorite picture in a second. So my favorite picture is, you can see, I danced in a circus in Switzerland called the Circus Cani, which is the Swiss National Circus. And they brought a group from Madrid, that's where I lived, in Madrid, Spain, and then the tigers in the circus had babies and they let us hold them. So check out this picture of me holding this baby tiger, but look at its paws. I mean, they're gigantic. And then this is me in my outfit there and in the circus. Okay, so onward. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about my costume, my outfit. This is my falda. You can see it has all these ruffles, which are called volantes, and even underneath are ruffles. Ruffles everywhere. And we use this a lot. Sometimes I kick it into my hand, and we use this a lot. So forward, all sorts of things like this, like a bullfighter would use his cane. We do all sorts of things with it. and this is called a pineta. So a pineta, which means a cone, we put those in, we put in the flores, and these are my pendientes, my earrings, really great earrings. And this is called a mantoncillo, which means a small shawl. So we wear them, and you can see all the fringe. So it's just so much fun. Now, special flamenco shoes. Also, I have on my leggings. Normally, I wouldn't have these on. So you can see the red. And the very bottom of the shoe has little nail heads in the toes and in the heels. And really strong sole. And they hold your foot. And this is so that when we do our footwork, really get super strong. You can see I do a lot of heel work. You can do this with me. So there's a lot of, we also do the toe. You can see, I need to pull up my skirt so that my guitarist, who is sitting over there, can see my feet from the back, and you can see what I'm going to do. Ole. Vamos a bailar! Palmas! La gente está colindando, let's do some arms in the air.
la sangre, tierra de España tiene por cuna Seferino de nombre, color de luna. Luce sus ojos negros como azabache, ensortija el pelo, lo mueve el aire. Niño del alma, cuanto malo en el mundo, que Dios te valga. Despierta, Seferino, y ven España, que tu padre se ha ido, dejó su casa. Siete hijos nacieron, pero su padre a los 7 abandona junto a la madre. Nananita, nananita, niño del alma, cuanto malo en el mundo, que Dios te valga.
Ole! Wasn't that beautiful? Ole! Okay. Guess what I'm going to show you now? What's flamenco? Everyone knows. Castanets. Castanets we call castanuelas. Now they've been sitting here on the couch covered with a manton all this time. So these are my castanets. Now they do make them out of wood or fiberglass. The left one has a lower sound, so his voice is lower, so he's called the macho. I put him on my thumb, not the middle finger, with a cord. So this is the macho. The right one is called the hembra, the girl, and there's a little notch that also tells you it's her. You put it on the right hand, she has a higher voice. So when I play my castanets, my castanuelas, see how tight I make it? It's on my thumb. They're hanging there like a little open mouth. And the right one, the hembra, I do 4 fingers going up with my little finger first. I go 1, then my ring finger, 2, then my middle, 3, then my index, 4 sounds. 5th sound is the left, the macho, with 2 fingers. Oh, he has a lower voice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eventually, you get a roll, a carretilla. Sometimes we do middle finger singles, rolls. Sometimes we hit them together. And so there's all sorts of music. You're playing a musical instrument while you're dancing and using your arms. It's amazing. And that's part of the percussion of flamenco. We have the palmas, which we've done before, the clapping. You have the footwork, los pies, the way you're stomping. And you have actually snapping your fingers, called pitos. And you've got all the yelling, the jaleo, ole, toma, eso es, and the castanets. A lot of percussion. So I'm going to play for you. I'm going to play my castanets while I'm dancing a little bit, and you'll hear how they sound. When you hear ria, ria, pita, that's what ria, ria, pita means. We actually sing about that in España. Ole, viva las sevillanas. We're going to dance. Vamos a bailar las sevillanas. I'm going to dance a little bit for you using my castanets, castanuelas. And you're going to yell, ole, and you're going to pretend to do your fingers while we dance, okay? And we're going to Sevilla to do this. In Sevilla. Keep dancing! Okay, everyone. Last but not least, we're going to sing a little bit in flamenco. Now, this is a rumba gitana. So say that, rumba gitana, gypsy rumba. Really fast and fun. And you do palmas. Do pitos if you want, and we're gonna sing toma que toma que toma. Say that, toma que toma que toma. Then you say it again, toma que toma que toma. Third time, toma que toma que toma ta. Toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma ta. Now you can say it faster. Now, guess what? Then they do the chorus, and it goes, ay, ese meneito. And then they go, que calor, which means it's so hot. Que calor. But guess what? If you sing this, just like that, it's 20 seconds. The exact time you need to wash your hands. So if you sing this while you're washing your hands, you'll have 20 seconds. Watch. Toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma ta. Y toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma. Toma que toma que toma ta. Ay. Ese meneito. Ese meneito, meneito, meneito. Ay, que for 20 seconds. I'm gonna put on the music, I'm gonna dance, and we're all gonna sing the chorus. Tu toma, que toma, ole!